Hey there, friends. Welcome to Storytime at Christ Lutheran. Today, we're going to read a story out of one of my favorite books, the Children's Book of Heroes. And the story we're reading today is called Jackie Robinson. More than anything else, Jackie Robinson loved to play baseball. And he was good at it. In fact, he was great. He could run like lightning and he could hit the ball a mile. And like any other young player, he dreamed of playing baseball in the big leagues, in front of thousands of cheering fans. Here's Jackie playing baseball. But there was one big problem. The year was 1945, and Jackie Robinson was black. It was a time in America when black people were not allowed to do many things that white people could do. That was the rule in baseball, too. Black people were not allowed to play on major league teams. They had their own baseball leagues called the Negro Leagues. Jackie played for a Negro League team called the Kansas City Monarchs. But one day, the man who ran a major league team called the Brooklyn Dodgers asked Jackie to come and see him. His name was Branch Rickey. Here's a little picture of Branch Rickey down here. "I've heard what a good player you are," Mr. Rickey said. "I want you to play for our team." Jackie could barely believe it. Would he really be the first black baseball player to make it to the big leagues? "This will not be easy," Mr. Rickey went on. "There will be many, many people who will not want you to play for the Dodgers. Some of the players will call you dirty names. There will be fans in the stands who will yell awful things at you. Even some of the umpires will be against you and will not give you fair calls." "I can take it," Jackie said. "You have to do more than that," Mr. Rickey told him. "You'll have to take it quietly. You cannot shout back. You cannot lose your temper and get into a fight. That's just what they want you to do. It will give them an excuse to throw you out of baseball. No, you must have the guts to fight back another way. The only way you can win this fight is by keeping your temper and playing the best baseball you can. You have to show them what a great player you are. That's how you will win this fight." Jackie thought it over. It would not be an easy thing to do. At last, he looked Mr. Rickey straight in the eye. "I'll do it," he said. "I promise." Mr. Rickey sent him to practice for a while with a Dodger farm team called the Montreal Royals. Every bad thing that Mr. Rickey had talked about came true, and more. Some of the other players said ugly things to him. Some refused to stand on the same field with him. Newspapers claimed he would not be able to play baseball well enough to stay on a white team. He was locked out of ballparks. In one town, a policeman even threatened to arrest him if he did not leave the field. Here's Jackie standing on a field, and all of these players are being really mean to him and saying awful things. These things hurt Jackie's feelings deeply. Sometimes they made him so angry, he wanted to raise his fists and strike back. But he remembered the promise he had made, and he kept his cool. During Jackie Robinson's first game as a Montreal Royal, all eyes were on him. He knew how much was riding on that game, and it made him feel weak in the knees. But when his turn came, he stepped up to the plate and swung with all his might. The crowd heard the crack of the bat and watched the ball fly and fly and fly right over the outfield wall. Jackie rounded the bases, and everyone knew then that he had come to play great baseball. The next year, Jackie went to play with the Dodgers. He was in the big leagues at last. But his troubles didn't end. In fact, they only got worse. Fans jeered at him and even threatened to harm him. Pitchers threw balls straight at him, trying to hit him. Other players shoved him on the field or stepped on his feet at first base where he played. But through it all, Jackie stayed calm and played great baseball. Here's Jackie at the plate. He's batting. One day, one of Jackie's teammates, a shortstop named Pee Wee Reese, trotted across the field to chat with Jackie. He put a friendly hand on Jackie's shoulder while he talked. and a photographer took a picture of the two men together. Newspapers all over the country carried the picture. The message was clear. There were white players who liked Jackie and knew he was a great player and were ready to have him on their team. They did not care about the color of his skin. The more Jackie played, the more respect he won. There were still plenty of people who gave Jackie trouble simply because he was black. But as more and more people watched him play, they saw that he was good enough to be on any team. At the end of his first year with the Dodgers, Jackie was named Rookie of the Year, the best new player in all of baseball. Here's Jackie hitting a ball and Jackie standing on the field. Jackie had shown the world that the color of his skin did not matter. What mattered was his skill with the bat and the ball, and his courage to lead the way. The end. Thanks for coming to CLC Storytime today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.